Everybody, it's your boy Rich Eagle, and today we got a real fire topic to talk on. We're gonna be talking about exactly the exit strategy. Exit strategy. And I know a lot of people don't understand exactly what we're going into, but I'm gonna explain exactly on what it is and what the exit strategy is meant for. I know a lot of business owners, when they go out into business, they think that they get overwhelmed when it comes to getting loans and starting to get debt on their business, right? And my main goal for this video is to make sure that nobody is feared or you prepared for when something does go wrong inside of business, because we all know business goes up and down, right? But you have to know what to do with the up times and you have to know what to do with the down times. Today we're going to be speaking about the exit strategy. All right, so you guys will not be worried about getting yourself in debt when it comes to your business. Now, if that's something you guys want to hear, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. That way you'll be updated every time your boy drop a fire video for you guys, all right? Now let's go ahead and get on to it. Let me further explain the exit strategy. So first of all, we all know that the rich do not put anything inside of their personal name. They put everything inside of a business name because only one of them has a benefit. All right, that's the difference between both of them. Your social security number and your EIN number that comes with your LLC. All right, immediately when you file your LLC, a EIN is served, right? Now, what they do not tell you is only one of these comes with benefits, right? Only one of them comes with benefits. You start putting things inside your personal name, you do not have what we consider as a exit strategy. I will give you a perfect example. If I decided to go put a $40,000 car inside of my personal name, tied to my social security number, if anything ever goes wrong with that $40,000 to where I cannot pay that $40,000 off, I do not have any type of way of exiting that $40,000 at all, right? The only two options you have is putting things under your personal name is either waiting for 6 years. So basically they want you to wait until you get old, either wait for 6 years until this erased off your credit, or you can pay somebody about $1,600, depending on what it costs you, and you can pay them to be able to clear your credit. But even that takes time. It's not an immediate exit strategy, right? When you come over to business, right? When you come over to the business area, LLCs, corporations, S corp, right? You will notice that you have exit strategies for certain situations like I just named, right? We're about to get ready to go on to it. You have two type of exit strategies when it comes to your business. So that means if you ever get your business in any type of forms of debt, right? To where you have credit card debt up to $100,000, to where you have loan debt up to $100,000. You may have took a loan out for your business and you cannot pay that loan back at all, right? Like I said, things go up and down when it comes to business, right? You can't expect your business to always be excelling and going up. No. All right. And plus, I figure, in my opinion, you're only going to be able to learn from the mistakes. You make more money with mistakes inside of business because you learn more from mistakes inside of business. That's how I feel. All right. So the whole point is you're going to have mistakes inside of business and you're going to have downfalls. You just have to be prepared for the downfalls, right? Now, let's go ahead and go over this exit strategy. I just told you the reason why you shouldn't put anything inside your personal name, because you're going to have to wait for 6 years or either pay somebody to clear it off. On the other side is LLCs, corporations, etc. When you file an LLC, a EIN number is birthed with this LLC. Now, what they do not tell you, if you ever get your business in any forms of debt, credit card debt, loan debt, even if you get sued for $100,000 for your business, this is the first exit strategy that you literally are able to do inside of business, right? And you cannot do this with your personal information. I can never decide to, if $40,000 hits my social security number, I do not have the right to be able to go and get a whole nother social security number the next day or the same day, right? Now, this is the difference. When it comes to business, that EIN is very different. That EIN works very differently. Now, if I was to go out and get $40,000, right? $40,000 onto my business, and I cannot pay that debt back off, right? And this is not saying this is for educational purposes only. I will say this is for I have to say this on this video, all right? Because many people would think I'm just trying to get somebody to get an LLC and be able to get over it. This is for educational purposes only. And I really want to touch the people that really are afraid to be able to go out and get debt on their business, right? So if anything ever happens in business, the first thing is you have the exit strategy. You have the ability to immediately go out and get a whole new EIN number. All right. You have the ability to go out and get a whole entire new EIN number. So that means that if one LLC, I owe $40,000 on this LLC, right? Immediately when I know that I owe $40,000 that I cannot pay back off to this business, I have the right to go over and file a whole nother LLC, just like I did this one. That LLC is going to generate an entirely new EIN number, right? Now, with this EIN number, what's so special is that $40,000 on that first LLC is not going to be reporting on this new EIN number. All right. That's the first thing. This is an entirely new EIN number. And if you're that person that knows how to build this EIN number within 30 to 60 days, for those of you who have my ebook Risk Secrets, which is down below in the description down below, I know for a fact that you guys know exactly on how to build that EIN number from start to finish within 30 to 60 days. Okay. You are an unstoppable person if you know how to do that. You are an unstoppable person. Why? Because you know what to do at the downtimes, and you also know what to do at the uptime. I mean, you know what to do at the downtimes, and you also know what to do at the uptimes. All right. Once again, like I said, if you need that Risk Secrets ebook, it is going to be down in the description below. It has over 40 trade lines inside for you to be able to grow your business from start to finish. The main thing I teach inside of that ebook is how to go out and get OPM, other people's money. All right. When you learn about that subject on how to get other people's money, this is literally something that literally changed my life, especially in the field of Airbnb. Okay, because I was the person using my own money to be able to get inside of Airbnb at first. And it was actually costing me a lot because I worked a job at that time and I had to go out and earn money. Right. I had to go out and earn that money. And to earn that money, I had to spend a lot of my time to be able to save that money and then go out and start, of course, putting my money into Airbnb. Right. Until I learned how to go out and get other people's money and apply the same method that I was doing with my money to be able to generate income. And after that, the rest was pretty much history. All right. But like I said, the first exit strategy that you have is the ability to be able to get another EIN number that does not have what this first LLC has on it. It does not have any type of forms of debt that this first LLC has on it. Right. Now, some people are thinking, OK, well, I still have $40,000 set on this LLC. What do I do about that debt? Here comes the second exit strategy. And most people will think bad about this subject, but I'm going to lay the facts down on here, y'all. I'm going to lay the facts down on this show. Y'all know we on a different timing inside this live. I mean, inside this YouTube channel. I be doing a lot, y'all. All right. So, like I said, we on a different timing inside here. So the next exit strategy is the simple fact that you have the ability to file bankruptcy on this business, right? You have the ability to file bankruptcy on this business. For those of you who think bad about bankruptcy, let me go ahead and just make a statement. All right. Matter of fact, let me name drop. Let me name drop to do better. Donald Trump has filed bankruptcy over 7 times in this world, reportedly. All right. I say reportedly because the simple fact is that that's what was reported to the public. OK, so that means this man has been in business since he's been 18 years old. OK, ain't no telling how many times he's actually filed bankruptcy. Mike Tyson has filed bankruptcy. Okay. J.C. Penney's has filed bankruptcy. Larry King has filed bankruptcy. Henry Ford has filed bankruptcy. Walt Disney has filed bankruptcy. GMC has filed bankruptcy. Now we keep on going with this list. All right. But I'm stopped right now because I ain't trying to go on and on with these bankruptcies. All right. My whole point of stating all those names is all those people are still rich and successful out in this world. Right. So nobody can really pinpoint and say bankruptcy is a bad thing. All right. You just have to be knowledgeable upon it. You have to know exactly what bankruptcy does and what it's meant for and the benefits of it. OK, so now give you an example of bankruptcy. If that person is suing me for $100,000, if a person is suing me for $100,000 or I have a loan debt of $100,000, whatever. OK, when I file bankruptcy, what bankruptcy is going to do is going to take that $100,000 down. It's going to compress that $100,000 down into one small payment. And it's going to make sure that it's erased over time, depending on what chapter you file. OK, some of them works best for it. Now, that's going to depending on what chapter you file. That's going to depend on what type of position you are in. OK, they have different type of chapters that you can file bankruptcy. And I know some people inside this YouTube are like, well, my mom, my dad, they filed bankruptcy on themselves. They have allowed the system to be able to beat them because they start putting things inside their personal name instead of business. All right. Not knowing that you can file bankruptcy on an entire business and be able to start a whole new LLC within the next hour. Within the next hour, that is powerful. And especially if you're that person that knows how to build that LLC literally from scratch, like I said. All right. But bankruptcy is going to be the biggest thing because you have to understand, first exit strategy is you get an LLC. The next one is if you want to take care of your debt on that first LLC, you do not want any debt on your LLC at all. You simply file bankruptcy on that LLC and it will be erased over time. All right. Now, that's the biggest thing I feel like when it comes to business, because a lot of people are scared to be able to go out and get loans, revolving credit lines, etc. Because you have a lot of people that has not saw $30,000 inside their bank account at once, right? You got a lot of people that have not seen or touched a Mercedes Benz. All right. You have a lot of people out in this world that are not used to a lot of things. And what happens is usually when people start getting those deposits, $30,000, $40,000 immediately, what happens is they get afraid. This is getting deeper inside right now. They get afraid. And then when they get afraid, they start getting in an uncomfortable position, right? And they're thinking like, oh, I got $40,000. I don't want all this money that I've had at once to be able to go into one thing and then I lose all of it, right? That's that fear inside. And what they do is they usually end up relating back to what they know. They start going to being comfortable to where they start, the things that they're comfortable with is what they know. They know to go buy a Chick-fil-A meal and they good, right? They know they're going to get their meal. They know to go buy a new car because they have $40,000 and they're like, oh, it's not going to hurt. Let me spend $5,000. All right, I'm going to be good. And they start spending. They start doing things that they're comfortable with. And next thing you know, the money is gone. All right. That's not the point of this video. That is not the point of the video. I do not want anybody to be going out and investing just on anything, right? Well, it's not even investing. That's just spending your money at that point. But my whole point is to not get people afraid when you're going out and you're starting to first invest. Because I was that person at first and I had to figure out like, hey, listen, this money is going to be lost. You're going to lose money, right? You're going to lose money when it comes to business. But what you learn doing losing that money is way more worth than actually losing the money, if that makes sense. All right. If y'all really just picked up what I just put down, make sure you drop down below. All right. Drop a fire sign down below in the comments. But that is going to be it for today. I hope y'all enjoyed that information and I hope y'all can take that home with y'all. All right. It's your boy, Rich Secrets, and we out.